cut and torn and ready for your board, okay? The big canvas is in a roll in the storage room, and what we'll do is we'll roll it out. We're looking at Sierra's board here, and the max dimension is 24 by just about 30, so 24 by 30. We're going to stretch a piece of canvas that is about that in size. What we'll do is we'll look at the big roll and see if we can get her piece out of what's already here. And we usually do this in here just because this canvas roll is so big and awkward, and we're such a big class, there's not really room. So this is 30 right here, so that would be really good because we could get your length. We can get rid of this little piece here, and that can just become, we'll throw this out, it's really not worth putting in the scrap, but you'll notice when I do the canvas, I just make a cut and then I tear it, okay? So what you're gonna wanna do is try to look for the way to minimize the most waste. You know, so we don't create, sometimes it's just unavoidable, but you don't want to come in here and cut a big hole right out of the center of the canvas, okay? So what you're going to want to do is try to figure out what you could do to minimize waste. So we're going to go with a 30. We're going to actually go a little smaller. So we're going to go 2 inches smaller, which would actually be a 28. So we're going to end up losing just a little bit more. Because when we pull this, we pull it so tightly that we'll get close to the border. So we'll do a 28, and what I say it was 24. We'll do 22. So that's pretty good. We're kind of minimizing our waste. What we'll do then is we'll just make a cut here, and we're going to tear in. So you sometimes get these unavoidable strips, but canvas is a woven material, so you have a warp and a weft, and those are interlocked, so you get a much more accurate tear than you would if you try to just cut it. Our scissors are all paper cutter scissors. They're not like the ladies at Joann Fabrics with the super sharp. Those guys are awesome. We just have, you know, these are really dull. So that's your best bet. I need to actually make this mark down here. That was not smart. So 22, just subtract off 2. You'll see why in a minute when we do the second part of this demo. We'll make our cut. Just cut in a little ways. And then when you make your tear, you always want to kind of, I always say, choke up on your tear. Get close to where the tear is split. You don't want to hang way back here because there's a chance that that would go off of its line. So always just kind of keep going back straight to that tear, and you're just going to want to let them meet, and we're ready. You can kind of dry fit it or just set it on your board, check it. We're going to make sure it's a little smaller because then when we pull it, it'll be just about the right size. And